everyone, welcome to Camina, Come, Vive, which is the same as walk, eat, live. I am Cello, and today we are going to know how the Ninja Foodi pot works, a device that has 9 functions. This appliance that I'm going to tell you about today is the Ninja Foodi with 9 functions. You can pressure cook, steam, saute. It's a slow cooker with which you can also make yogurt. It's also air fryer. You can do grilling, you can roasting or baking, and you can also dehydrate. Before you continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the little bell so you know when I'm uploading a video. Hit the like button and most importantly, share this video with all your family and friends so we can continue to grow. I will tell you a little bit about what I got interested in this pot. I was in search of a pressure cooker, and I was therefore not having a pressure cooker. I was consuming a very few legumes because, as well all know, legumes take a lot of time to cook. We all know also how much has gone up the electricity here in Spain, and of course to have 2 or 3 hours to cook a few legumes sometimes is not a great economy for the family. So I was in search of a pressure cooker to be able to make the legumes a little bit faster. I was also very interested in an air fryer because I had heard a lot of comments that air fryers were great, and especially for French fries. I am a French fry lover and I haven't eaten French fries in years. I try not to eat fried carbohydrates because they are not good for health, so I had completely eliminated French fries from my diet. But with the air fryers, that's what I had heard, the French fries were really good. Other than, of course, it's a device that you can use for other things, that you can substitute what you like to eat fried with hot air, which is much healthier than fried in oil. Searching and searching on the internet, I got this device, which has pressure cooker and air fryer as well. Another appliance that I also had my eye on was a slow cooker. I had also heard a lot of benefits and a lot of goodness and how delicious that food turned out with a slow cooker. And this appliance has that too. So I take advantage of the Amazon Prime days in June and I got it at a very good price. It was almost 50 euros off. Well, I am going to buy it, and I have been using it since June. And now, at this moment, I can give you a good review for you guys on how the device works. As you can see, it's a fairly large artifact, and it has 2 lids. One that is built into the device and one that comes separately. The one that is integrated into the device is the one that I use for baking, roasting, air frying, and dehydrating, for all those functions. The other lid, as you can see, has a valve, and it is the one that is used as a pressure cooker. The valve has a dual function. One side is a pressure cooker and the other side is a normal vent. Then this lid is used for all other functions like pressure cooker, a slow cook, for steam foods, for making yogurt, and for sauteing. Inside it has a basket which has a little legs that are completely removable, which make it very easy to wash. Then inside it also has what would be a pot, which is very good quality and it has a very large capacity. As a pressure cooker, it has a 20 cup capacity. In the other cooking, it has a capacity of 24 cups, which make it a good size cooker, a good size for cooking a lot of foods. which you can then portion and freeze. For example, that's what I do with a lot of sauces, soups, casseroles. I prepare more than I need, I portion it out and freeze it, and that way we save a lot of energy. We save time and we always have food available in the freezer. In the back, it has like a drawer where any liquid that left over falls out after steaming or boiling in the pressure cooker, which generates a lot of vapors. That's where all the liquids fall out. The cooker also comes with this two-level rack that can be used for grilling meats as well. Or if we put in this way, we can put several layers of vegetables, for example. I have used it with several layers of vegetables for steaming, or we can also dehydrate. Although on the brand's website you can get other accessories that you can buy separately. And there is a rack similar to this one that I think has 5 tires or something like that if you want to dehydrate a lot more food. It also comes with an instruction manual explaining very well all the functions and how each of its functions work. It comes in several languages, of course, come in English and Spanish, and it's also come with this little recipe booklet. The recipe book, it comes in English and it comes with a very good and interesting recipes. It comes with almost one recipe for each function of the cooker. At the end are some charts. What I did was I made a copy so I would not be using the booklet in the kitchen and it will get dirty. I made a copy of each of the charts so you can use them as a guide, especially for the cooking times of each food. It has almost 9 charts, and they are very interesting to follow in case you have any doubt how to cook each type of food according to each function. I have to say that Ninja Foodi company is not paying me. I am giving a review of a product that I bought with my money. Also bought on my own these silicone utensils, which are very handy. This one, for example, is a lid that you put on the top here, and so you can place and hold this lid in place and see that it doesn't move it. Stay on in place. I thought it was a very practical thing. That way I keep all your utensils in one place. This periscope I thought was great because we put it right here on the pressure cooker valve and we can direct where the steam is going. It's coming out very hot. You have to be careful with that. And be careful to not get burned. And in that way I can direct where the steam is going. This silicone basket can be used with any of the utensils that you have around the house. It's easy to put the mold inside the pan and then remove it when it is very hot. Plus, that way you can not ruin the non-stick coating inside the pan, which we don't want to damage in any way. Now I'm going to show you all the meals that I have prepared with the Ninja Foodi cooker, and I have almost used all the functions. So I'm going to show you what meals I prepare with it. First of all, I'm going to explain a little bit about how the control panel works. To turn on the unit, we press this button. It makes a beep and indicates that it's on. On the central knob, we can choose the different cooking functions by turning it clockwise or counterclockwise. By turning to the left, we can choose pressure, steam, slow cook, sauteing. By turning right, we can choose air fryer, grill, bake or roast, and dehydrate. To start the operation of a program, what we do is press on the center button and it's already starting cooking. If we want to stop the cooking, we press the button again and the cooking stops. To choose the cooking temperature, we press the temperature button, and by turning the central knob to the right or to the left, we increase or decrease the temperature according to the cooking. The same happens with the time. We press the time button and we increase or decrease the cooking time. It also has a function to keep the food warm after it is cooked. In many functions, it is activated automatically as soon as the cooking is finished. But for example, if I press and I have the wrong lid, the machine will warn me that I have the wrong lid by announcing on the display other lid several times. The cooker doesn't work if I don't put on the right lid. Then all you have to do is to put the right lid on and the machine will continue to work. Let's do the manufacturer's test using the pressure cooker for the first time. I'm going to put 3 cups of water into the cooker. I place the lid on the seal function, which is for pressure cooker. The vent function is for the rest of the cookings. You match the arrow, turn it until it's completely sealed, and we have it in pressure cooker function. It's going to pressure cook for 5 minutes. It has a preheat time to boil the water. Then, when the water is boiling, it starts counting down to the moment when it's finished cooking. When it says it's ready, it goes to keep warm function until you want to open the lid and serve the food inside. At this point, it starts counting down the time that the food has been warm inside. But before we open the lid, we have to release all the pressure inside the pressure cooker. I do this by lifting the valve. You have to be very careful because it emits a very hot steam. We must be very careful not to burn ourselves. I do it using the handle of a utensil. You lift the valve until the pressure is released. When the valve goes down, you can open the lid safely. To open the lid, I always have a kitchen towel next to me because there is a lot of water condensation of the top of the lid. It drips a lot of water and we can also get burned by the boiling water. So it's always advisable to have a kitchen towel to put the lid on so you don't get burned. Now I'm going to show you the meals I made at the Ninja Foodi. Here's a lentil soup. I use a whole kilo, more or less 2 pounds of lentils, and I slow cooked it for 4 hours. The lentils here in Spain are fast cooker and you don't need to put them in a pressure cooker. I also made black beans. I did a first 15 minutes pressure cooking and then I put them in a slow cooker for 4 hours with the sofrito. Here we have turkey hinds water. I did them for 15 minutes in the air fryer and they are delicious, as if they were grilled and using a minimum amount of oil. Here I show you a pork tenderloin. I did it 8 hours in a slow cooker. I just add garlic, salt, pepper, a little bit of wine, and that's it. Then what I do, I strain the sauce and thicken it. This is rib plantain. I did it 2 hours in a slow cooker. I can manipulate the cooking because if I don't want to do 4 hours that the machine tells me to do, then I just turn it off at 2 hours. Just add a little butter, brown sugar, cinnamon stick. They are delicious. I had to make Fried plantain chips, of course, I love them. I distributed them in the basket, added a drizzle of oil and put it 10 minutes 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You have to stir them halfway through the cooking time, and this is a very tasty snack. Here we have cut its cut loins. I did it 6 hours in a slow cooker. A little bit of parsley, garlic, salt, pepper, Spanish paprika, and a little bit of white wine. This is a 100% whole wheat spelt bread with seeds. When it has fermented, I put it for 15 minutes at baking function. There is no difference between making it in the pot or in a conventional oven. Here we have the hydrate apples or apple chips. I cut them a little bit thick, not so thin. It was 8 hours in the dehydrator and it's really delicious snack. It doesn't weigh anything. I recommend to take it on a trip because it's wonderful. Of course, I had to make French fries because this is the best thing about this machine. I make them 20 minutes at 200 degrees centigrade, 400 Fahrenheit, a drizzle of oil, and it's really delicious. Are super crispy and divine. I think you already have a good idea of how the Ninja Foodi works. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the pros and cons I see with this pot. I'm going to start with the cons. First of all, the pot, the size. As you can see, it's a very sizable pot. You can see that it's a very large and heavy. You should find a very appropriate place to put it because it is heavy and we should not move it around. Another thing is that since it has a fixed lid, with this lid this way, you can put the pot on the countertop where has furniture on it. You have to place the pot in a place where there is no furniture on top of it. This is the place where I put the pot before I had the microwave here, and what I did was I put the microwave in a different place. The important thing is that there is no furniture on top. Another drawback that I see to the pot is that when you want to use the air fryer, this basket is the utensil where we put whatever we're going to prepare in the air fryer. As you can see, it's not a very big size. If I am making food for more than 4 people, this size is small. You have to plan very well and make the meals in batches. Basically, those are the cons that I see to the cooker. Now I'm going to tell you about the pros. First of all, in one device we have 9 functions, which makes the device, even though it's a big device, a good investment. So I have got 9 artifacts in one artifact. Obviously, I save a lot of space. If I would have bought a pressure cooker, which was my initial idea basically, an air fryer and a slow cooker, I would have 3 appliances that I don't have a place to put them because my kitchen is really not very big. I think for the price is a good appliance because you have 9 functions in one appliance. Another thing in its favor is that the inner pot is really big and you can prepare a lot of food in it. Large quantity of vegetables, you can make soups, you can make casseroles, you can really make lots and lots of food. So for this type of food, we have a very large capacity. It is very easy to clean. This pot is very easy to clean inside. The basket is also easy to clean, and that's a plus point. With respect to the energy consumption, we have to take into account that when we are going to bake, for example, heating the space that the oven has, that consumes a lot more energy than heating a space as small as this one. So in energy consumption, I am sure that even if you use the pan for 8 hours, which I have used in several times, already I haven't seen any increase in the electric bill. So I think the power consumption has also a plus point. So far, today's video of the day. You get an overview how it works, the Ninja Foodi cooker. I leave the purchase link in the description box of the video in case you are interested in. Any questions, suggestions, or comments, you can leave me written in the description box of the video. You can follow me on all these social networks, and it's very important that you subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, you can know what I'm going to cook, if I talk you about a particular topic, or if I am walking somewhere, so that you can subscribe to the channel. I leave the subscribe button in the center of the screen. Thank you very much for watching me today, and see you in the next video. Bye!